Like, no, I don't feel, ooh, my mirror almost fell. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Crystal, aka Fearless Chris, where all the magic happens. Like, hello? Okay. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that red button. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, period. Like, what are you waiting on? We're not even halfway there. What are you waiting on? Hello? Keep up with me. We are back in action, and I apologize if you guys can see my cat right here. Like, he's just doing what he gotta do. Okay, we're back with another video, and today's video is going to be about 3 podcasts that I listen to, probably 4 now, because I just recently downloaded a new podcaster that I really like to listen. I'm going to start with like my OG. Now, I just recently started listening to podcasts, like I would say like 6 months ago. It was like an on and off kind of thing, and I was like, no, I don't feel, ooh, my mirror almost fell. I was like, no, I don't feel like listening to any podcasts. It just felt very like, I don't know, I'm a visual person, so I always have a hard time like hearing things if I can't see it to believe it. So I always had a hard time with that, and so this year specifically I wanted to challenge myself to listen to more podcasts, especially when I'm at work and when I'm just trying to get the word in. So I just want to go with my like OG. But yeah, if you want to really get involved with like the OG dating, like they really tell you like this is it, like here, like this is the real deal. Either you're gonna be upset, because they even came at me a couple of times. I was like, hold on, like calm down, Jen and Jen, like, you know. But no. So I listened to this podcast called Single Smart Female, and these ladies are very phenomenal when it comes to dating advice, and you know, making sure you're safe, making sure you're healthy, making sure you're doing the right things, and just making sure they lead you in the right direction. Their podcast is Single Smart Female. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Yeah, Single Smart Female. I always talk about like their mentorage dating, like how can you handle mentorage dating, and like how can you just love to be single. They're very women power, and I love them. So that was a pretty good, their podcast is very, very good. Like I always listen to it, especially when I be going through my mentorage problems, because baby, they be getting on my nerves, and I just need that advice to where I just sit back and yeah. Also they talk about, you know, like failing at dating. Like I experienced failing at dating. Like I'm not an expert at this. Men, I feel as if they come and they go, and they're very temporary. So it just really helps you think clear of your standards and just dating life. So that's why I love them. But also make sure you guys check out Single Smart Female. Okay, Single Smart Female. They're really great. My next favorite podcast is number 2, is Blessed and Bossed Up. It's by Tatum Harrison, and she's really big. Like I was like mind blown when I heard her podcast, and this is what it looks like. This is what her podcast look like. All of this is going to be in the description box below, as well as like little pop-ups up here. But baby, when I say it was one podcast where she had me, if I can find it, like I would, but. And that was like my second time listening to her, and I was like, okay, let me give her a chance. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to, I was so into my comfort zone with like the podcast that I listened to. So it was one podcast where she was like, you know, how would your work ethic be if God was sitting right beside you? And I was like, oh, baby, I was shook. Okay, like I had to really, and I was at work, so everybody was looking at me like, girl, like what are you doing? So I literally had to sit back. It was one of those like self-reflect, like And I had to text my friend. I'm like, okay, like this is a great question. Like, you know, we can like, what would you do? And like the answers and the response that I was getting from my friends was like, wow, like, baby, she read me that day. Like I was thinking about that all day yesterday. Like my work day, it was like, yes. Also, she talks about, she's really big on, I'm sorry, I like kind of like got off track, but not really. But she's really big on like talking about God and putting yourself first and incorporating God into your daily life, which is very important. And, you know, just mental health. Like I just really love her, y'all. If y'all are just really, like, she really takes the time to, like, if you're listening to her, like you would literally like sit back and visualize yourself as a better person, because she just makes you very motivated. If you don't believe now, like you will definitely believe after you like listen to her podcast, because they are freaking amazing, y'all. Like they are so amazing. And you know, and of course she's a Black woman, so with that being said, off top, like this is great for the Black community, for the community to come together as a whole and talk about the problems that we face as Black women, because it's y'all don't let me get too deep. But yes, check her out. Her name is Tatum Harrison, and her podcast is called Blessed and Bossed Up. It should come up like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yes, Blessed and Bossed Up. So again, oh, my cat again. Hi, Co wants to be involved. My number 3 podcast that I like to listen to is Therapy for Black Girls. If come up right here, and her name is Joy. Let's see. So yes, so her name is Joy, and she hosts, her podcast is called Therapy for Black Girls. Her podcast is really just, you know, a therapy talking about things that goes on as again in the Black community, and especially being us Black girls, it's very hard. Like, well, if we come from Black families, it's very hard to express ourselves because we come off as angry, we come off as very aggressive and just raging in act. And this particular podcast, it really helped me because, you know, it shows you, it's a lot of different ways that that Miss Joy can help you break down. She breaks down like topics in detail on like what can we do to help, well, how can she help you as a Black woman become successful, or how can you challenge your inner self, and how can you a lot of self-help and growth. And I really appreciate her therapy for Black girls, because it's really helpful. Like, and again, you know, we still face this problem till this day. I feel as if, like, you know, we as Black women have a hard time talking about our feelings, and, you know, just, and especially like we have, like, she talks about like anxiety, all of that. So business wise and mental health, all of that. And her name is Joy, and her podcast is called Therapy for Black Girls. My last podcast that I listen to The Mindful Kind. Her name is Rachel, and her topics are basically being mindfulness about things, and how to be mindful about certain things, as far as how to like how to be active in activities, and let's see, how to, like, of course, dealing with anxiety, dealing with having tough days and learning how to deal with them, and like 3 ways to embrace yourself, patience. She talks about all of that. And it really, like, I really love their theme song. Like, it's so cute. Like, listen to it.
Hello and welcome to the Mindful Kind podcast.
It's the Mindful podcast, and it's really good to just hear, and just because it makes me, because sometimes, well, I'm gonna start, because I haven't did this in so long, like, to just first thing in the morning listen to like podcasts or like daily motivational speeches, That's what I listen to on a daily basis. Listening to these podcasts make you more self-aware of yourself and your well-being, and it's just a way for you to learn about your inner self and what you like and what you don't like, and just really getting to know yourself and your mindset, and also of course building that confidence. So yes, those are the 4 podcasts that I listen to, and I really encourage you guys to listen to it, because these podcasters that I name are the bomb.com. Like, no ifs, ands, or but. Like, they will reach you, sweetie. They will reach you to the core where you like, yes. So again, their links will be down in the description box. Like, you know, this, I'm telling you, y'all, this is free game. This is free game. But yes, so again, this concludes this video, and I just would like to say thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and yeah, I'm out. So bye guys.